Hi, this is Jindo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. I'd like to talk a little bit more about this past weekend. I did a couple of talks where I said I was having a little difficulty in our family, and it had knocked me off my game. It was my Buddhist family, my teacher's having a couple of issues, and it's causing me to feel, well, some hard feelings. And I was kind of down and even resentful at some people for a couple of days. And I got some letters from people and emails expressing surprise that I was feeling those very human emotions. Not that I'm particularly proud of it, but neither am I ashamed. You see, I feel that we need to maybe revise the way we look at our Buddhist practice a bit, to be, well, more realistic about what our practice is. I think over the centuries we were left with the image that once you are doing this Buddhist thing right, whatever it is, that you are free of all human failings and imperfections, all human afflictions. I have people write me and say that someone who is truly an enlightened being, truly a Buddha, would never feel any form of, well, human emotions such as sadness, fear, worry, resentment, jealousy. I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's true. And even if it is true, it doesn't apply to most of us who are just living here on the earth trying to get by day to day. I think that when the great figures of Buddhism died, gradually over time, their descendants built them up in stories where they became gradually more perfect people, and then superhuman people, and then sometimes even non-human characters living in distant heavens. We dipped them in gold. We stripped them of all human failings and weakness. And somehow we made that the goal of Buddhism. But I just don't think it's the case. And even if it is the case, I'm still living here on this planet. So I'm going to stay here. And that means that as long as I have this human body and this human mind, this human brain, it's going to do very human things, quite often, for good and for bad. And if you don't like my Buddhism, try the guy down the street who's selling the Buddhas dipped in gold, because I don't do that here. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that Buddhism affords us perfect freedom and liberation from all that ails us as human beings. But maybe not in the way you expect. Because I believe our Buddhism allows us to embrace and merge with and be at one with our human condition, accepting our life here, both the joys and the sadness, with peace, with stillness, even amongst the chaos of human life. And I believe it takes the worst of human nature, the anger, the greed, the ignorance, and softens it, perhaps very often even drops it away. But I don't think we're ever going to be stones. I don't think we're ever going to be robots, not as long as we have these human bodies. And even robots as machines, they have bad days when they have to go into the shop. So it is for us. Now, what do I think our human experience of Buddhism is? Today I wrote something in which I compared it to casting ourselves completely into the river of life, as if we dropped all resistance, dropped all demands, dropped all likes and dislikes on what life should be, stripped ourselves naked, and threw ourselves into a river, even dropping all thought of separation between the river and ourselves. We are just drops of water in that river, saying to it, life, the world, the universe, reality, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, God, just carry me where you will, even without any thought remaining of a me. And we can taste that kind of freedom, completely being at one with, giving into, embracing, merging into where life will carry us. But so long as we have these human bodies, you know what's going to happen? Sometimes as we're cast into that river in peace, a little water is going to get up our nose. It's going to get in our eyes. And we're going to start blinking and coughing and flailing around a bit. Because there will be separation and resistance. And that's fine too. Because as soon as we can, we blink our eyes, give a little cough, and yield to that river one more time. Shall we practice our swimming right now?